swing the club back and forth, but as if you are swinging a rope. Yes. Yes, now you are letting the club head go all the way, yes. Yeah. Throw, yeah. Yeah. So now, as you continue this motion, always the best way to practice is to have continuous motion. Then you will be able to easily figure out the plane, and you can also find the comfortable motion pattern. At the end, you have to have nice slowdown. So instead of keep just going and then hit the wall here, you have to intentionally slow down and then throw, slow down and throw. So again, you're controlling the cleavage motion. So this is a brush. Okay? You have a canvas here. You are drawing something using the head here. Swing, swing, swing. So particularly as you go from backswing to downswing, you just wind up and hold it here, and then by using the left leg, kick and throw. Make it continuous, but use the legs more actively, both ways. Swing, swing. Oh, you have to throw, 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 let it go. Yep. So when you use the legs actively, then you can really have this whipping action here. Throw, yes. Use the leg, yeah. Kick the ground and then throw. Yes. Yeah, so this is how you use the right. And then toward the end of the backswing, instead of quickly turning this here, again, keep as much wind up here. Wait here, and then start the downswing with your back toward the target. Throw, wind up, throw, wind up, throw. This makes a big difference. So when you keep good wind up and then hold it until you complete this motion, and then in one action throw instead of quickly coming down here. So this makes a big difference. And then for that in the transition, when you have enough wind up, it'll elongate the transition phase. So your body is in better position to do the downswing. This is the idea. This one, you will use this trigger motion. So from here, trigger motion and then active backswing and swing. This is one cycle. Come back. So using the trigger motion, you have to have active backswing. That's not that active. Okay. So that's the idea, but you need to have active backswing using the trigger. The trigger motion is too small here. Use the, again, rhythmic motion. Yes, yes, yes. So that way you can have a better natural rhythm. Yes. And then in doing that, now say this. Ooh, Vijay sing, or ooh, Danny go. Say it, say it. Ooh.
Ooh, Vijay.
Yes. And then, ooh, Vijay sing. These are accents, right? That's where you have leg actions. So, ooh, Vijay sing. Okay.
Ooh, Vijay.
Oh, look at that. Again.
Ooh, Vijay.
No, not ooh, Vijay, but ooh. The intonation reflects your effort. So you're Vijay Singh.
Vijay Singh.
Yes. So keep. You can now say it internally, okay? But that dictates the rhythm, okay? When you have a Vijay Singh, this rhythm, you cannot rush down. Yes. So in the backswing, as you have a Vijay here, you're using the right leg to have active backswing. With that, it's impossible to do this. And also you are letting the club go enough. So in that situation, it's hard to pull down. So it solves the rhythm problem. Mm-hmm.
So when he's pulling down, he's slowing down the club.
And also, he's not using these big muscles here. He's using the arm muscles.
So that's why you lost 6, 7 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the key is have the extra shoulder turn here by letting it go all the way.
Correct.
Yeah. The backswing can be faster. The backswing can be faster. So give me your fastest backswing. You see, you have faster backswing, automatically you have faster downswing. But now the trigger motion is a rush to here. So you're going like this.
Okay.
Instead, throw and wait until this is completed and then let it go. So here you have a transition. Trigger to backswing transition, backswing to downswing transition. In the transition, you must have enough time.
Okay.
So here, throw and then let it go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like that. And then try to have an active backswing. So the backswing was not that fast.
No.
So here, using the body. Again. No, the trigger is also too slow.
Too slow.
Trigger is also a rhythmic throw. Yes. Now the flow is better. Yes. And then no need to intentionally put a lot of effort in the downswing. Try to put effort in the backswing, then automatically downswing will be fast. So when you try to increase the effort, it's kind of downswing, the backswing. So downswing is coming from this wind up here. So no need to intentionally put effort. When you try to put intentional effort in the downswing, you use the arms. So keep a good effort in the backswing. Oh, the backswing should be faster. Give me your fastest possible backswing. You see, when you fast backswing, downswing automatically becomes
That's a
fast.
big difference
Yeah.
between I fixed it and
So the reason why you have to put more effort in the backswing is because with that, you will prepare your body. And then remember, in your unweighting pattern, it was just going flat, and then later, in the downswing, you try to have unweighting. But with this active motion connected to the downswing, you have a continuous unweighting. Also, the peak occurs early, and then you're going into downswing.
Wow.
So use the trigger motion and then promote.
In a normal swing, if I don't have to throw the club.
So first by using this pattern, try to develop good body action and then active action.
Exactly, but if I have a normal shot, I have to start like faster.
Yeah. And then faster backswing does not come from just a turning here, rather with body motion. Again, the right leg.
like this.
You just turn this way. Instead, move the
Wow.
shift the end using the leg action. Try to turn all the way. Again, your goal in the backswing is not just to keep speed here, but rather a good wind up all the way.
Okay, like this, okay.
Oh, here. You didn't wait until this is complete. So in the backswing, don't worry about downswing. When you go from here, your goal in the backswing is keep enough turn here. have enough time and then go to the downswing. So now let's do stage 3 and then your regular swing. Yes, with that rhythm, you remember that and then try to somehow use it in the regular swing. Still is a bit rushed. But that's okay. As you repeat the stage 3 enough, that your body will automatically, develop good rhythm. And then, so in the regular swing, you slightly, so here, if you have a trigger motion, then it'll go this way here. And you will load on the left side here, right?
I can start like.
If this is too quick, then the timing is not right. So the timing should be similar to this motion here.
Okay.
Like this. So in other words, if you have this motion, it should be and then promote this one instead of. So maintain similar time content. And you see, when you use stage 3, now the connection is a lot better. So keep practicing this a lot, and then eventually stage 3 and the regular swing. Or later, I will give you another strategy. But for the moment, let's do stage 3. Develop good rhythm. And in stage 3, if you have an active backswing, automatically your downswing will be active. Look at that. So now, the connection is a lot better. You don't have to do much because all you do is just fast enough motion here and then reverse the direction. And then using this motion, you are creating this wind up and from there throwing this. Let me watch it from here. So stage 3. Good trigger and then have active backswing. Again, the effort should be in the backswing so that have a large enough backswing. And then at the top, assume slight reverse pivot posture. The trigger is not strong enough.
Okay.
Ooh, BJ sing. And then also toward the top, as you have fast motion, using this fast motion wind up, you have to create this recentering. So shift away initially, and then coming back is called the recentering. So by using this active backswing, push, and then toward the end, you introduce the recentering motion. So as you recenter, body is still turning in the backswing direction. So I give this motion here, and then let it go. So reverse pivot, slightly leaning this way, that will give you the recentering motion. Yeah, so in your imaging, you are starting the downswing motion with your back toward the target. So while still is turning, you're starting the downswing and then turn. So use the coiling effect in the trunk. Yeah. Then you will use your arms less and less. The main speed is coming from the body motion. So increase the wind up, create this coiling action here, and then let go. Yes. Now I see the better coiling motion. Yes. And then use the right leg more actively. Push the ground so that you can have easy recentering early during the backswing. Here. Key and then introduce this motion. Push and then introduce this motion during the backswing. So that's the key in the good transition. This time you intentionally lean this way.
Yeah, it's not too much.
So push first. Push the body up first and then left. The trigger is a bit. Here. The trigger motion is also from the rhythmic body motion here. You're not just going here and then try to do this. Rather, using the body action. It's important to use the left leg in the trigger motion. When this is done well, then later when you migrate to a regular swing, you can have that kind of similar body motion and then let it go. So trigger motion, not just using the upper body here, but rather here. So go here, shift and then turn, throw, shift and throw, and then throw. Yeah. So left hip goes up in the trigger motion. Yeah, and then make it faster. So, again. Yeah, now let me record this. Okay, ready, go, state 3. Rushed a little bit at the top.
Okay.
So keep, because if you let it go more, you can see the cleavage on your left side.
Okay.
So keep that much, and then naturally you'll have more time up there. Okay, ready, go. And then on the way down, no need to worry about going quickly. Just keep in the back enough, wind up, and then let the body ready, and then throw. So this is the frontal view. Go, state 3. So still you are rushing a little. Then you don't have a notable shift here. So try to assume reverse pivot posture intentionally. We'll try this again at the down the line view here. Go. So try to go to a reverse pivot posture again. State 3. So here, and the reverse pivot here.
Like here, right?
So here, if the hip moves backward too much, then it's hard. So remember, so go here, and then start, shift it to the right, and then shift it right, and then push the ground, and then bring the hip high up, and then your reverse pivot goes here. Yeah. Your head position here. In the backswing, if you just try to keep looking at the ball here, using a direct vision, then it will limit the body turn here. And also it's hard to go to the reverse posture. Rather, again, if somebody is holding your hair here, and from this position, if you turn, this chin is a bit lifted here, using your peripheral vision, you're gazing the ball here. So from here, if you're going into this position, you can put this in more, and then you have a better reverse posture. But if you keep your head down here, it's hard. So go to the top, and then pay attention to your face orientation. Go to the top. Yeah, so your face will turn reasonably, and then also lift the chin a little bit.
Come on, like this.
Yeah, that limits the shoulder
It
turn.
limits a lot, right? So I think the head is going to be very important.
How much you get?
Yeah, so you can work on the
Remember,
head.
in this position here,
I think
if
that's
you
big.
try to turn the body, then naturally your face goes this way here. So you can lift the chin a little bit, and then using the peripheral vision, gaze the ball.
The head is very important.
And that one, so here, by throwing this, you're going into this position here. Still, it's a bit too rigid.
Okay, yeah.
Relax your wrist a little bit, and then let the club go a bit more. Yes.
Oh wow, that head movement was awesome.
So
That was a big change.
always, if the head goes down too much here,
That's what he does.
then the
Yeah,
body
that's
goes
what he
this way.
does.
Or if you keep have a direct gaze here that you will limit the body turn.
That's what he does.
So you have to let the face turn this way. But if it goes this way, then you have a spinning. So as it is turns, you have to have this motion here. So that you can gaze it
Makes sense. Yeah.
with your peripheral
That's
vision.
why, yeah. And that's more easy to make the.
Then you can
the
easily
hairstyle
go to this reverse
exactly.
view posture here. The face orientation allows you to do this.
Like here.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's going to be helpful.
Yes.
Because I've been explaining it, but I don't think I explained it correctly. I never,
Yes.
I keep trying to explain it, but not that way.
But you don't have to avoid the ball here. Your gaze is always the ball, but going like this. And then your head is rotating too early. So if somebody is holding it and then try to do the backswing, and then with that, as the body turns, you just your head will follow, instead of quickly turning the head intentionally. Here again, if you're here, if your body turns, with that your face follows instead of. Yes.
I understand that. Yeah.
So really, if this is held by something, you want to turn the whole body here, then you will make an arch here, turning this way, and then you will have an arch. Then even the head and the trunk will make this arch here, going this way here, instead of. Okay. So again,
Wow.
using the trigger, have active backswing. Yes.
They have,
Then you are just turning around the axis here and then let it go away. But if the head goes this way, it limits the rotation. If the head goes this way, then you will lean away from the target. So in order to have a good reverse view posture, then your head has to turn. Yeah, now again, keep that in mind and then have an active trigger. VJ sing. So the trigger has to promote active backswing. That active backswing will promote a good downswing. Again. And in the backswing, the goal is to give good shoulder wind up.
Yeah.
that gave him a little freedom.
Yes. So now your arms and club are moving without any obstruction. So all you need is make it more continuous, the motion more flowing and continuous. So as you repeat the stage 3, you develop a flowing movement pattern, and with that you will feel more comfortable, more and more as you repeat. Okay. So short break, and then we'll have the strategy to go from stage 3 to your regular swing. So now we'll do stage 3 with the full trigger motion.
Mm-hmm.
The second one will be smaller trigger motion here,
Okay.
maybe about 45 degrees. But the tempo should be similar. So the time used for this motion here
Yeah, like
versus this should be similar time. So you don't rush. Yeah.
like here.
Mhm. Yeah.
Right.
And then from here, as you have active backswing, you have to use the right leg.
Perfect.
So again, let's do first. The first thing you will do is regular stage 3.
Mm-hmm.
So make the trigger motion about this big.
Mm-hmm.
The second motion is a smaller trigger.
Okay.
But in order to do the smaller trigger, still you have to use the leg actually. And then smaller trigger. Yeah. So when you use a smaller trigger, particularly you need to use the right leg to have active action. Oh, you're going with this arm action here.
Okay.
Use the body action and then add arm motion later.
Oh.
That's better, that's better.
Okay.
So now you're adding arm motion and wrist motion at the end. Yeah. Again, full stage 3 and then smaller trigger. And then with the smaller trigger, similar time ratio. Small here, the time used for this motion versus this motion is similar. So still you have the load on the left side here. This is smaller. Oh, let's do it this way. So you will do you will repeat this 3 times. Yeah. So once, twice, 3 times, yeah. And then swing. Okay. And in doing this, intentionally put emphasis in the backswing. So here, 1, 2, 3, swing.
También hace el sonido de.
Small trigger, but emphasize the backswing with the right leg action. No. So on the way down, just bring it down, and bring it down.
Ah.
Three triggers. 3 triggers.
Pero acá el sonido como es. Habla y puede sacar sonido.
Yeah, here again. Yeah. So.
Acá el sonido y de la
So when you go actively here, and then on the way down go slow here, and the slow, slow. Intentionally you are putting effort in the backswing.
Yeah.
Oh, so this should be rhythmic. This should be rhythmic here. So again, the whole thing is under the same rhythm here, but.
So you're putting too much.
Es que demasiado.
No,
Sí,
when
sí.
you do the sound, you go. No, there's. The sound should go
Yeah,
here.
the accent is when you have an active leg
And
action.
the sound you're making it here. No, it's like.
Yeah.
Like here.
Yes.
The sound.
Mm.
Do it with sound. It'll help your tongue.
Puta, es que lo que me pasa es que como que me bloqueo.
Do it with sound. Sound will help your tongue.
No, it's not that active.
Ya no.
Again, you have to use the right leg, kick the ground. Yes.
Yes.
And then bring it down. Kick and bring it down. Kick, bring it down.
So-
Kick. Oh, the first one is good, but the second, third one you didn't use the right leg that much.
I feel something there.
Yeah. Now you're getting to bring it down. Kick. So now you started putting more effort in the backswing. This is good. Again. So let's limit it to 3 times, and then last one let it go.
Ya.
Pero hágale con el sonido. Ahí verá.
Es que no me da la cabeza.
But you don't have that upward motion. So you have here, but try to bring the right side up.
Okay.
Currently, when you turn that way, then the hip goes backward here, and the turning this way here. Instead, lift it this side high up. And then use the, let's do this. Use the wrist motion. Add this motion here. Forearm, this motion here. This is called the supination. So you see this side here. This is called the pronation. So in the backswing, you have a supination of the right side, pronation of the left side here. And then this side here, go the opposite way. So this way you will be able to better use the wrist motion here. Okay? So intention is try to go this way and then go this way. This side is probably okay, but this one is a bit, you're not familiar with this because if you go more this way, you don't let it go this way. So slight flipping and then let it go. That will make the overall motion a lot smoother when you start using the, yeah.
Like that?
Yes, look at this. The motion looks a lot more flowing. Because your wrist is too rigid.
Yeah, it is.
That's why his whole arm is going.
He doesn't want to hit a hook, and I keep telling him that the wrists have to move.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So with that motion, with pronation, supination, overall the motion looks a lot more natural. So again, so three triggers, and then with the emphasis in the backswing. With the emphasis in the backswing. And then you always use the body to promote this motion. Oh, that's too much arm motion here. Body first and then arm motion. Oh, you're going here. You are always starting the motion with the arms here. So what you're currently doing is this here. Instead, move the body first, then it will go about this much here, and then add this motion. So without the pronation supination, if you just use the body, you will still be able to turn this much here, right? And then here, add this motion here.
Okay.
Here, add this motion. Then you will have additional motion here. Like this. So then it becomes a lot smoother. So always body first.
So part of he not wanting to use the wrist so much is because his upper body is.
Because his body is turning as one unit.
Yes, I see.
So body first, and then add arm motion, and then wrist motion. So wrist is at the end.
At the end.
Yeah, so you add the wrist motion toward the end. But this trigger motion make the trigger motion more rhythmic.
Okay.
Again, you are kicking this left leg, and then yes, yes, with the wrist motion now it's a lot more natural, smoother. Now,
That was the big difference.
this time let's go to your regular swing here, and then you will have a waggle. Typically, you may have a waggle here, but instead of using just the arms only here, you will use the body. Coming back, coming back. So when you aim the ball here, then coming back,
Okay.
coming back, then all the way. So first the two will be just the waggle and then coming back, waggle coming back. The last one, the actual swing. And they have all the way here, because at the top you are not really bringing the body up and going to this position. Instead, you're just turning here. So particularly, you have the feel of lifting your body up using the right leg. Lift and lean this way. Lift and lean this way. So with that lift, you can go all the way here. So here, when you do the regular here, up, up, then let it go. You're just turning. You're just turning.
Yeah.
So you're not really using the right leg and the two this one. Here. Let me. So watch my motion, and then you have to figure out the idea here. So from here. So you don't have to go all the way here, but this initial action of pushing the ground with the leg, and then from here, coming back. The shoulder turning too quickly. The shoulder turn has to really come from the leg action here. So leg push promotes shoulder turn instead of intentional shoulder turn.
Okay.
It's also a bit too quick here. All the way, push all the way. Remember, by pushing all the way, you created good wind up. So again, using the club. And then instead of putting down a lot of effort in the downswing, your effort should be in the backswing. When you have active backswing, automatically downswing becomes active. So even in the last one here, your goal is to have an active backswing, good wind up here.
Okay.
Instead of stopping here and then trying to quickly go down. So you will mix stage 3, stage 3 with the smaller trigger, or without trigger, just the waggle type action here. You are mixing these, and then you have to develop the body rhythm so that you can, in the regular swing, you can do that. Even in regular swing, you can still do the waggle behavior. And then let it go. But no rush. When you try to have a quick motion, that typically it's like a snapping motion. Instead, the motion has to come from leg push. As if you are starting the lawnmower. Here. Instead, you don't do this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That pull will give you all the way the good wind up here. Similar idea. So when you do the backswing, imagine that you are pulling the cord, the lawnmower cord here, and bring this high up here, all the way up. Now, use stage 3. Let's do stage 3 with a similar idea. You mix all these things and always try different things and then develop good rhythm. Now, it's the same idea, but stage 3. In the backswing, you are pulling the cord up, let it go, yes. The backswing is slow this time. So always you have to keep the backswing fast enough. Now, regular swing with the waggle, body waggle. Pull the cord and then bring the arms and club up. Now it's better. So as you repeat this, you are getting better and better.
Okay.
So it's a matter of constant practice. But remember, you have to awaken your right leg. So instead of bring this back here and going this way, always go to the reverse pivot posture in here, bring this high up and go to this posture. Okay. That way, you have already everything here. And then the goal in the backswing is have good wind up here using that. Let it go. Okay? Yep.
Thank you very much.